Hello, and welcome back to Pacific Drive. We're going to get started where we left off. So I'm preparation for the zone here, though that won't last much longer. We're just about ready to go. So, our mission is to literally get in and go. Right. Now we put it into drive, start her up, and we are off. Now I think the left button is lights. We'll head down the road. Got our mini-map now. And we'll be hitting the exit in a second. There we are. So there's only one destination along this route. And we're travelling there now. As I've mentioned on the journey, well, on the end of the last episode, this one will have infinite time on it. Just gonna check my audio as well. It sounds loud to me, that. No, we've got it on 40.
Okay, newbie. I'll keep this simple. Don't want to overwhelm that little brain of yours. You'll need a few things to rebuild the antenna at the garage. First on the list is plasma. The woods are littered with plasma generators. Look for a research trailer or a spot tower. But that's those antenna things zapping you when you get too close. Both are always accompanied by plasma generators. The Arc device is picking up on some plasma generators nearby. Your headset has a built-in scanner. Use it on the plasma generator, and it'll figure out the tools you need.
Okay. Let's park up here. And we will get out. We'll ignore the ominous noises. And we need, let's see, a scrapper. Right. I also want to, we'll put it in the second quick slot for that. Lovely. Right. Apologies, it's going to be a bit dark as well while we're going through here. We haven't unlocked the lights yet in the game. There's like road flares and that, but we don't really need them for what we're doing here. But yep, we're just going to grab absolutely everything that we can from around here. And hopefully we'll be able to get some new well, first of all we're going to want to probably make a new scrapper. Because we are running a bit low on the durability of this one. You can see the little bar under the icon on the bottom equipment bar there, our hotslot bar. It's slowly diminishing and it's not going to last much longer. So yeah, we're going to want to replace this. Another thing we can do right, we've got a few bits and bobs there. Right. Let's see what we've got in here. Our scrapper is about to break though. Wrong thing. Grab all these. Right. Now let's see what we need to make a new scrapper. So we're going to need gears for impact hammers. A scrapper. Where are we? Have we even got it unlocked? Oh, there it is. Scrap metal 3, plastic 6. That won't get in the way of the impact hammer, so let's build a new scrapper. We're going to need a gear. So we can make gear with 3 scrap metal. Now we've got enough, and then we can craft the impact hammer. Then, okay, we're going to need to maneuver some things here. We'll just do that for now. Hang on. Rotate, there we are. Lovely. Just ignore the ominous noises. I'm sure it's fine. Right. We can put that on slot 3.
Look at you, out in the zone all on your own. They grow so fast, don't they? And I'll be back at the helm. Been a long time, old gal. Didn't think we'd talk again after that Sasquatch incident.
Yes, I was hoping to go another decade without hearing your voice again. What, did you finally talk Francis to death?
Hello to you too, Oppie. And no, I'm still here.
Right. Now we've done that though, we'll try and destroy... There we go. Good job, we got a second one. We'll see if we can rip these panels and things apart. But yeah, we can't actually just tear the parts off, like at the garage. We can only scrap them out in the field. We can eventually get tools that will allow that though. Right. I think that's everything. So we'll pick it all up now. Ooh, we've got some cool stuff in here. Okay. And we found some duct tape. Pretty good get early on that. Right, I think that's everything. We could get more fuel if we wanted. In fact, what we'll do, because we can fill the fuel can on the back.
Driver, I bet you're dying to hear all about the remnants by now.
Can you not? I'm a little busy trying to keep them alive.
I'll keep to the basics, I promise. They deserve to know what they're getting into.
Fine. I'm giving you 60 seconds.
That is not nearly enough time to get...
55 seconds and counting.
Okay. The remnants, in short, they're old objects that do all sorts of weird things. They bind themselves to people, and you're the latest victim. You and the car are inseparable now, so get acquainted. Once the remnant is bound to someone, they become gradually more obsessed with it. It takes over the victim's mind until they go crazy and run off into the zone with it. No one has ever been able to resist its siren call. That fixation is probably worming its way into your brain as we speak. This is the first time we've ever got our hands on one. But we know all about the past remnants, and oh gosh, this one time it materialized as an old copper kettle, and the tea that came out of that thing, it was...
And now I'm splitting the transmissions going to your receiver. Anything critical to your immediate needs will broadcast directly and immediately to your radio and headset. Anything not mission critical will be on a low priority frequency. Those transmissions will be recorded and indexed for you to listen to at your leisure. And by low priority, I mean just about everything that comes out of Tobias's mouth.
Right, I'm gonna grab some of these road flares because, my god, it is nigh on impossible to see in some of these places. Right. Right, let's see. Is there a route through here? Can I just destroy the fence? I'm guessing I can probably just destroy the fence, can't I? Ah, right, there we go. Nice. Okay. Grab all this stuff. Okay, what's... Okay, grab all this.
Still looking for those plasma generators? Look for glowing containment units scattered about in the woods or at the base of the spark tower anomalies.
I'm certain that noise is getting a lot louder. It is. Go away. Oh, it's definitely hovering around. Thank you. No, I don't think we can actually get in here at the moment. Try with the impact hammer. Don't think the scrackle works either. Bye bye. It's definitely trying to move the car. Right. So impact hammer required, I believe. And now we need to smash another one here. And honestly, we've kind of got out of that lightly. Ooh. Recommended tool handbag. Sodium vapor. Whatever. Right. We'll get in and be on our way. Right. We should be able to kind of sort of sneak past this way now. On our mini map, we'll take a look, see what's waiting for us down here. So I'm guessing that little square is maybe... oh no, hang on. Ah, the little arrow is us over there. So if we go down this hill, just follow it round. Firstly, those of you with plasma generators we need. We don't want to get too close. Then there's going to be some buildings, and then that's his lot. Right. Right. One. We'll not stick around to scrap that car. We're only going to get scrap metal from it, and I don't want to get shocked repeatedly. Does this disable the tower as well? I think it does. More of those grabbers. So this is like the first anomaly that we've come across, basically. These were in the demo. They just kind of float around like jellyfish, and they'll just kind of grab your car if you happen by them. Right, stay out of the way of the electric there. And we've now got enough plasma.
Well, it looks like you're near one of the old guerrilla radio stations. That ought to be prime pickings for antenna parts. I've loaded its approximate location to your map. Look for an antenna tower up on a hill somewhere.
Oh, we made a little bit of a mistake here. We've left the lights on the car. Can I like kick the door off? What if I impact hammer? Oh, so it just does a lot of damage with impact. I was just wondering if we'd be able to like knock it off. Because I know you can't grab them off, but I'm wondering if maybe we could kick them off so we could just take the actual part rather than the materials, but it doesn't look like it. Right. Okay, we've got an inventory issue. Let's get over to our car.
Oh, my.
Where are our manners? Driver, we never introduced ourselves. Not really. Tobias Barlow, former Artem maintenance manager. Oh, and here with me is Dr. Francis Cook.
I was a R&D scientist researching limb technology right here in the zone.
We live right in the mid-zone. Just a hop, skip, and a jump over another big old wall from where you're at. Oh, and that old bat over there? That's Dr. Ophelia Turner, former director of research and development herself. The mother of limb technology.
The maven of electromagnetism.
That's enough.
Resident party pooper.
Right, let's start stashing some of this stuff. Because we've got far too much crap on us. Luckily, it goes to the next item in your inventory that is basically just materials. Didn't want to do that. But yeah, it kind of does that as you're moving through your items and that. So let's move these here. In fact, let's Lovely. Right. As I mentioned, we've got infinite time in this one. Normally we would have had to have gone ages ago. You can't normally just stick around like this. But because this is the first, you know, baby's first mission outside the tutorial, it gives you as much time as you can possibly want. We can stay as long as we like. It'll never become unstable. So let's give the map a look. See. Right. So if we follow this around, we should come across. There's going to be a dirt track with some things next to it. And then there's going to be, so yeah, there's like a dirt track, there's some research facilities there, there's an abandoned building. We can go around there as well, and there's another building. Once we've explored all this, I know that that one there is a... Ooh, storm coming in. There is a petrol station down the road. There's that dirt track. We'll get down here. If anything, just to get away from that grabber thing. Oh, there's another one from this way. Right. This might not be safe to enter. Looking a bit... might be radioactive. Okay. Can't even see the door anymore. Right. Keep pressing the wrong button. Keep pressing the wrong button. Hazmat cabinet. We haven't got time to pull out and try and pry that, so we can open that up. So this is our next yeah, those mannequins, they will sometimes just appear, yeah? Right, there should be another one of these facilities down this road. Here we are. Okay, that does a lot of damage. Impact hammer. Ah, I get it on this bit. Right. run to the end. That's going to need opening. Obviously, with it being like roguelike randomly generated maps, a lot of the items and buildings getting reused. They'll have different stuff in though, but yeah, we've got a lot of things that are just being reused. So we'll begin to get familiar with the layout of these buildings and understand where to go and what to do first. So we can probably scrap this radio. And we'll be able to try this up. Let's scrap that radio. Right. Also, I might want to not die. No, don't drop. Let's just make sure I've got that right. Nope. Oh. I am pressing the wrong buttons here. I don't think I am. I think, yeah. Use, is it? No, it's it. I know what I'm doing. I'm pressing... I'm thinking it's bloody Xbox controls. It's been a while. I've been on computer a lot with an Xbox pad. I was pressing square. Okay, our health's going up a smidge with those. Very tiny smidge, but it will prevent us from being one-tapped anymore. So the door is there. Okay. Does the storm pass? The storm has passed. Thank God for that. The car looks more or less safe.
That radio station's up on a hill somewhere. Eyes to the horizon.
Right. We're gonna go back. And we're gonna take that main road now. Right. Okay. Got a scrap already. We've got some stuff we're going to be stashing after this. Our scrapper is nearly destroyed, so I want to make a new one. We should have the materials on hand. Oh, a steel sheet. That's a rare one, that. Right, so let's see. Lovely. Let's make a new scrapper. And we'll grab that. Right. Do you want anything else, was there? No. Looks like we've grabbed it all. Let's just get out here. Okay. Another tower over there. If we want. Always important as well to put it in the park while we're around those grabbing monsters. I will say it's a bit of an experience for me this, because it's I drive a manual, so I don't know how automatics work. So I'm slowly but surely, while I'm playing this, learning how to drive an automatic. While we're at it. Which is interesting. Right, I think that's a box there. Or sawn out at corner of my eye. I look forwards to getting the regular flashlight. Because these road flares are... I mean, they're good, but... I'd rather not have to spend all my time faffing around with road flares. Keeping in mind that they're one-time use as well. Right, I think that's everything. I do like as well that, as well as all your inventory slots, you've got your hand slot as well. So we can be carrying something, regardless as to how large it is, in our inventory, in our hand slot, that doesn't otherwise fit in our inventory. Very nice loot goblin feature, that. Like this copper wire, for example. We can still carry this along, even though my inventory is full. Right. Okay. Is that the steel sheet there? It is, right. We've got plenty of materials, I'll get that much. Right. Because yeah, if it were a manual, you wouldn't put it in, you know, you don't put it into park, you put it into neutral. And you will put the handbrake on. And then you just do that. If you're on a particularly, and that looks like we've got another anomaly ahead. So again, some of these are from the demo, this one is as well. It'll just pop a bit of ground up. Harmless enough, but if you happen to be going at speed and it pops it in front of your car, then it's suddenly less harmless. Then you've probably heard it then, it's gone back into the ground. And yeah, these mannequins, like I say, they'll just appear sometimes. If we actually crash into them, they explode as well, they'll detonate. So our map, there's a research station up that way. I think that's coming into view there. As well as these here. Like I say, at the moment we don't have any time limit on our stay here, so we're going to try and grab as much as we can. I don't like the look of that. Right, so that's kind of patrolling the area. Plenty of stuff in there. limb. Weird door. We've got this here. Can I scrap this? Looks like I can't. Let's see what's in. Try about this. Makes sense. Yeah, so this wasn't just a house, was it? Hello. Up there in the corner. Some good materials. Right. Let's check this place out. Seems to still have power. Could be some good stuff. Though I wouldn't hold my breath. That thing is really unnerving me. So I'm just sat here thinking like I'm sure that's going to nick off with my car at some point. We've got it in park, so it shouldn't go far with it. It should struggle to just carry it off. But it doesn't mean that it's completely immune to it. No, not the. There we go. I swear some of this inventory stuff can be attacked. Right. Okay. Hello, backpack. Nearly didn't see you there. It doesn't seem to be going outside of that patrol zone, so we might be alright with that. There's some wrecks over here we can rummage through. Big ticket item though is this plasma generator. Right. Yeah, more stuff rising out of the ground over there. I don't think this will be worth wasting a flare on. It looks fairly small. Things on like 2 or 3 containers. If we're just careful, it should highlight everything as we look. Right, that's good enough. I don't think there's actually anything on these wrecks. I think they're just for show. I think everything's been ripped off of them. That one, however, definitely has some doors and things, so we should be able to get some stuff off of this. And it's good, it's steel. So yeah, we're gonna get steel plates, right. I'm a bit full. Can't scan that. You can. Abductor. You know, that's probably the name I would have gone. I would have either gone abductor. Other ones I'd think of would probably be claw machine, or just claw in general. It's just called the maybe, or a grabber. That's probably the one I would have gone with. See, told you. They'll just turn. In fact, no, that's the one that was here at the. Was it the one that was here at the beginning? No, I think the one that was here at the start was over here. It's like they moved. They're a bit weird. But that's the whole point, they're a bit weird. Can I scan you? Tourist. I'm sure it just changed pose as well. Yeah, it's looking at that. Right, let's see what he's doing when we're done here. Right. Okay. Probably as good as we're gonna get. I will look on the map. So if we go along, there should be a road that goes to the right, like a little dirt path. We want to go along that. Don't mind me. Just driving along. I think that's the dirt path, right? So then we'll have looted everything in the area. Right. And that's a solid first run. That sounds way more ominous. Oh, these are an anomaly as well. Pothole. It's a different type of pothole than I'm familiar with that. Right, let's grab all the goodies. Oh, got some more stuff straight off. Okay. I think that's everything. Right. This is not the little dirt path. Right, okay. I don't think there was much on that other car that's just there. I couldn't see any doors on it or anything. Right. That would be the dirt path. So just follow this around, and as she mentioned quite a while back now, but there should be a big antenna looking thing. Yep, there it is. That does have some panels on, we can strip them off. But yeah, just to make sure it doesn't roll. Yeah, in a manual you would it's weird, I say manual as if it's like a strange thing, like, oh, look at me, I'd use a manual. In merry old England over here, pretty much all cars are manuals. It's unusual to drive automatic. Right. Which I believe means that you can't, there won't be a... Am I right in thinking that means there isn't a clutch pedal? I think one of the big reasons people will still drive manual, it's not just because that's what they've grown up with. I think it's also a case of with manuals you can kind of put them into different gears, you can drop it into neutral or just dip the clutch in that while you're going downhill, and it will just not use fuel while you're doing that. Which there's a pretty big draw to it. I can see the reason. You know, you can basically, if you drive right and you drive well, you can save fuel if you're good. And we're all stingy sods, so we get heavily taxed on fuel and things. So we tend to be very like that. That's a top priority, just saving money on fuel and that. In fact, this looks like we could be here at the moment. Let's just turn the engine off. Not burn fuel while we're here. Right. Okay, we just
Time to
ripped
get
that
moving.
off, whatever it
The
is.
instability's ticking up by the second. But you can't get back the way you came. The instability makes all routes one way. And that's where my arc device comes into play. It'll get you back to the garage, but it needs to be charged first. And to do that, you'll need anchors. Take a look at the arc device display. It maps all anchors in the nearby area. Find an anchor and feed it to the arc device to charge it. But don't you worry your pretty little head about how it works. You'll be out of here soon, so there's no reason to learn more about limb technology than you need to know.
Okay, we should have enough room to move this over now. Lovely. Oh, and this needs to go in. There we go. Into the backpack it goes. Can't scan this door or anything. I'm just realising as well, these failed attempts to smash through these doors, because I just saw the bar go down then, they are actually worsening the durability of my equipment, so I shouldn't try anymore. Right. God, we are carrying so much crap. And it really is literally crap.
Hey, Hoppy, look, I keep thinking, the way you're helping our friend here right now seems positively helpful. Seems like me, you're looking to turn a new leaf or something?
The only thing I want to look at is a 12-year-old whiskey. And the back of this creature's head when I sent them packing.
But isn't it worth taking a detour to run just a tiny little test?
Can't think of a worse way to spend my time.
Please. I've seen you manipulate waveforms with your right hand and knock back a double with your left. Or am I to understand you've lost your touch?
What I'm understanding is that you will shut the hell up until I test this revenant.
Yep.
Fine, stop crowding my frequency.
What? Wait, really? Hoppy, darling, you never give in this easily. What's going on?
Francis?
Yes?
How have you not thrown him to the bunnies by now?
80 years old and only getting sharper by the day. You're a legend. You're a role model.
I'm giving you 10 seconds to get out of my...
Okay, we're signing off.
Hey, driver, good luck out there. And watch out for the bunnies. They are a doozy.
I'm worried about rabbits now. You can tell something's moving around down there because the birds have just gone. It's like I'm playing a Hunt Showdown or something where you can see the birds go. And it means that there's players nearby. Right, I think that's everything. I'm pretty certain that's everything. We can go now. So the way this goes, we're going to need to charge this so we can leave. So, let's have a look. So we've got an anchor signal over that way. We're going to want to very carefully drive downhill. I'm just realising as well, my rear view mirrors, I cannot really see the one back there. So my right wing mirror is basically just, I can't see it from here. Because this screen is in the way. You can just barely make out. We can see the left one though, and honestly the mirror up there, I would probably tilt that more toward myself. That looks a bit difficult to see. Just knock all this out of the way because we can't go back onto the road and go around. There's a shipping container in the way there, so we'll go down here, and it looks like that anchor point is literally that there under that pylon thing. So we'll head over. Let's see what we've got here. Another plasma generator that we can go and salvage. We might as well while we're here. We'll grab that first. Oh, there's a few of them. I think this is so that if you hadn't found them by this point, you could easily get a few. Right. Okay. Looking good. Like I said, those pothole things. Doesn't seem dangerous, but imagine, you know, you drive along the road and 3 of these show up suddenly. Suddenly they're dangerous. But we'll be getting more into that as we go along here. And now, we're just going to grab this. Stable anchor.
Those anchors may look like glowing balls of magic, but it's limb tech through and through.
Don't be scared. They haven't exploded in anyone's face.
Recently.
Give me. Oh, I can't carry this in with me. Yeah, I forget. You have to come around here, place it. Again, I actually really like the tactile nature of it. That you have to go and interact with all
Your
the
device
things
is
to do
charged and
stuff.
ready. You'll use it to open a gateway back to the garage, but it will immediately collapse the stability around you. So only activate when you're absolutely ready to leave. You do not want to get caught in the storm that follows.
Told you. These things. Yeah. You can see how this could become dangerous. Right. So, basically, we grab one of those things, we feed it in, and we can see this charge gauge on the right here filling up. That orange bar, you can see it on the right, that orange bar going across is the minimum we need to be able to leave. We've got that much and a bit extra, so we can now leave. As we can see at the bottom, at the moment it's stable. That's monitoring the storm. Now, while you're carrying one of these, things around you start becoming unstable, as we can see. So what we're going to do is we're going to link this gateway. Immediately, as she warned, we're getting a storm warning.
You see that glowing pillar into the sky? Drive into it. Yes, it looks like hot death, but it's so much better than getting scrambled by the instability.
So yes, the giant pillar in the sky, that's where we're heading. As you can see from like the map now, so we've got this instability coming in. The darker areas of map, by the way, if you're wondering about the topology, so all those lines and wrinkles on the map, that's it showing either it's showing like a certain amount of change in the height of the terrain. Darker areas represent lower down areas of ground, and the lighter areas represent hills. So you can kind of see, looking at the map, and it's very important to carefully read your map before choosing where you're going to go here. You want to make sure that you're not necessarily having to like climb an entire goddamn mountain range before you leave. So we'll go and drive into this, and this is our exit. There we go. And there we are. And that giant thing back there, if you're ever wondering what were in that shed.
Oh, well. You're alive. Was certain if the zone didn't get you, that gateway would. Did I not mention that you're the first human I've sent through that thing? I mean, there have been rodents, but it's not like it's completely untested. But anyway, it worked. So, you should have made it back with everything you collected out there. That's the beauty of the gateway. It's the only way to get back with all your marbles intact. Now, take those parts you found into the back room. I'll let you use my fabrication station. For now. That station will concoct ways for you to rig up anything from roof racks to flare guns. Assembling an antenna with those parts you brought back should be easy as pie, but it requires anchor juice to work its magic, so bring back as many as you can. And just because I haven't used that garage in decades doesn't mean you can trash the place. Mess up my equipment and I'll throw you to the anomalies so quick you'll get whiplash. We clear?
So, as I mentioned, so yeah, this device, the thing that we're linking to, is this device here. We go through the portal, we just get shot out of that, and appear here. Very sort of Back to the Future-esque, you know. Right, we'll park up. Quite nice as well, this. You can kind of see when you're on, so you want to get to connected and then go a little bit forward. And we should be pretty much perfectly on, yeah. Right, that's going to do it there. As I mentioned, you can only do a maximum of an hour recording on the PlayStation using the inbuilt share features and that, before it just cuts it off. So we're just hitting the 58-minute mark, so we're going to have to wrap this up here. We'll probably be able to do a mission and then some tinkering each episode. These first few episodes though, because we had such a long session in the anomaly then, we might spend we might be just tinkering in the next episode, because we won't be able to fit it in here. We'll see how long we're tinkering for though, because if that ends up taking 20-30 minutes, then we might not be able to fit in another trip out in the same episode. But they're going to get a lot shorter now, because we'll now have that instability bit at the end where we're running for his lives. It won't just happen when we grab the anchor points, or when we grab, it won't just happen when we get that energy. It will happen naturally over time as well. So we'll only have a certain amount of time before that happens anyway, and we just need to leave. So there'll probably be 20 to 30 minute runs going forwards. But as I mentioned, it's a bit of an extraction roguelike thing. So as you can see, we've now got all these materials, and we can get a hell of a lot of upgrading done. And we've not taken much damage really. We didn't really get hit by anything, so a few bumps and bruises, but nothing critical. Right, I'm going to wrap it up here though. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll get to tinkering in the next episode. I'll see you then.